Earthquakes. An unexpected movement of the Earth's surface is called an earthquake. When two parts of the Earth's surface move suddenly in relation to each other along a fault line due to tectonic forces, an earthquake occurs. A tremendous amount of energy is released in the form of tremors and vibrations. Such earthquakes are called tectonic earthquakes. The point of origin of an earthquake is called the focus, while the point directly above it on the surface of the Earth is called the epicenter. Owing to the strong vibrations around the point of origin, the degree of destruction is greater around the epicenter. The branch of knowledge that deals with the study of earthquakes is called seismology, and the experts who study seismic waves are called seismologists. There are three types of seismic waves that spread in all directions from the focus. They are the P, S, and L waves. The compressional waves are the first to reach the earthquake recording station as they travel 1.7 times faster than the shear waves and are therefore called primary or P waves, while the shear waves are called secondary or S waves. The primary waves cause the particles of rock to vibrate forwards and backwards in the direction of the waves. Secondary waves, on the other hand, cause the particles to oscillate at right angles to the direction of the waves. When P and S reach the surface of the Earth, they get converted into L long waves that travel along the surface, vibrating horizontally at right angles to the direction of the waves, called love waves or Rayleigh waves, as they also travel like sea waves. The most violent shocks and subsequent destruction is caused by the L waves. The instrument used to detect and record seismic waves is called a seismograph. The recorded material appears like a graph and is called a seismogram. Based on the depth of their foci, earthquakes are classified into three types. They are deep focus earthquakes that occur at depths exceeding 300 kilometers, the reasons for which have not yet been identified. Intermediate focus earthquakes with depths of foci ranging between 55 and 300 kilometers. Shallow focus earthquakes with depths lesser than 55 kilometers. To measure the magnitude of the earthquakes, a Richter scale is used. The point scale is arranged in such a way that each of the units on the scale is equivalent to 30 times the energy released by the previous unit. While a magnitude of 2 is seldom felt, a magnitude of 7 indicates the lower limit of an earthquake that has a devastating effect over a large area.
Miyagi. And it looks like the tsunami has engulfed several cities in Miyagi Prefecture. Live footage of Miyagi as the tsunami has struck the area, obviously engulfing farms, homes alongside the river. In Sendai City, this is, in Miyagi Prefecture, tsunami, live coverage of tsunami engulfing the city in Sendai. For those of you who have just tuned in to NHK World, you're seeing live coverage from our helicopters of a tsunami engulfing Sendai area in Miyagi Prefecture. People near the coast should evacuate immediately to higher ground if they are.
That warning was extremely good advice.
Prefecture, northeastern Japan, an intensity of 7 was recorded on the our studios.
When earthquakes hit newsrooms, it's easy to see straight away how powerful they are. And if they're out to sea, just off the coast, then the tsunami doesn't take long to turn up.
And this is a look, once again, at Kamaishi City in Iwate Prefecture. And it looks like the tsunami has been engulfing the port. You're seeing live footage of a tsunami engulfing the port area of Kamaishi City in Iwate Prefecture. We've been reporting earlier on that the meteorological agency has issued a warning for tsunami up to 6 meters deep, 6 meters high, and this is what's happening right as we speak. A large tsunami engulfing the port of Kamaishi in Iwate Prefecture. This is from our camera reporter in Miyagi. And it looks like the tsunami has engulfed several cities.
Images yet more terrifying emerge from the same Pacific coast. The huge tide just appears to eat anything in its path. Look at the road. Look how tiny the cars are.
From 7.9, one of the worst earthquakes ever in Japanese history.
In fact, it's the 7th most powerful earthquake in history. None of the other 6 were in areas anything like as populated as this. The Japanese Prime Minister appeared on TV to put into play a plan they'd rehearsed for years.
We will secure the safety of the people of Japan, and in order to minimize the damage, the government will make every effort possible. And we ask the people of Japan to continue to be cautious and vigilant and keep tuned in to the reports on the television and radio. And we ask the people of Japan to act calmly.
While that was all happening in the northeast of Japan, Tokyo, the capital further south, was feeling it as well in different ways. TV channels showed fires burning, people trapped in high-rise buildings. Everywhere down the eastern seaboard of Japan, images which show how enormous the economic and social damage of this will be. This is the airport at Sendai, population 1 million. People who escaped to the roof found themselves trapped, surrounded by a giant inland sea. In various places, oil terminals erupted in flames. Fire crews unable to do anything. At least it sounds like nuclear plants went into automatic shutdown. All the same, this bears the hallmarks of a disaster of absolutely historic proportions. Geological experts have warned that while the tsunami roared west towards Japan, it also moved in every other direction, placing much of the Pacific Rim at risk. At least in other places there's time for people to move, which there wasn't here. But the echoes of this are going to be felt across much of the Earth's surface. Lawrence Lee, Al Jazeera.